All right, so we have a new beautiful week ahead of us. We're coming in abundance, uh, no lack, no limitations. We're coming for, especially for me and my groups, we're coming for that 6 to 10% gain every week. All right, so what we got here is a little nice little price action with US 30 on the hour. So let me take these off so you won't be confused, so you can see actual price action. Where see where we at here with US 30 is we had a failed breakout of a low of a structure low right here with this candle. I thought this was a breakout, but no. How it closed last time in the market, we have it's still inside of this actual structure that is in around this area. Um, this is see trends like this where they were broken before and they came back and they were retested, broken before, and then look, it's sitting on the trend diagonally to it. Lets me know that this trend is still strong, still effective. We have a buy zone, which is I'm going to show you where I got this buy zone from, or this support, or this order block, whatever you want to call them nowadays. There's so many names for them, but they are whatever they are. So let's look at it, US 30 from a bigger picture. And let's put these fractals on. So structural wise, market structural low. This was the structural low on the hour, which I was showing you. Cool. But see, what we have here is the last time we got right here, we had all of this movement and we had some fake breakouts. And then what happened to the market? We have a nice drop. So this was a very pure resistance. Even right here, I remember a lot of people selling and they got a few pips out of it. And then look, it broke it, retested, and shot to the moon. And then even right here, it tipped it. This was news of obviously, was it 2 weeks ago or something like that? We had a lot of news, and news dropped this thing like a bad habit. But see, right here, it comes right here, it tips it, but then it breaks it probably on a different time frame, and now we're here. So it's broken back into this area where previous highs were at on the daily, and that's where we're sitting at. So when we come over to the H4, we have wick rejections. Go in a little bit. We have wick rejections. We have this that comes down and slams down on this order block or this support or resistance, whatever you guys want to call it. And then we have lower lows that were here. We have higher high, higher high, a lower low, lower low, higher highs, lower low, lower lows. And those little dots that you see, they're just fractals. Because when you put the fractals in, you'll see. And fractals, like I said, they fall very sharply on support, resistance, order blocks, whatever you guys want to call it. These days. So here we are. We have this candle come down to retest an area after making a W. And see the basics, when it comes to the basics, a lot of people fail to realize about the basics. The basics is the basics because it's effective. You know, I've heard other people, oh, don't trade W's, don't trade M's on this. Okay, great. You know, when price gets to your support and resistance, what bullish or what bearish incentives are you looking for to show you that it's going to make a new higher high or a new lower go in your position? I mean, go in your area. And that's where a lot of people fail at in their trading. They be like, oh, it's at my level. No, I don't trade W's and all that. So what are you trading? What are you looking for? What are you looking for when price comes down to your area? Because the basics will set you free from a lot of your trading. Look at the W off of the area. Boy, it flew up. But sometimes it's okay to keep things simplistic in trading. You don't have to get super duper complicated. But anyways, you see the W happened and it flew up. Me and my team, we caught the W and we caught the sell down. Now here we are, like I said, we have wick rejection right here. It came back to this order block or support resistance, whatever you want to call. And we had this beautiful trend line, like I was saying, on the hour that respected. And it looks like, to me, it looks like it might continue and make a W. Here's the neckline of the W. So we get the rejection and then it comes up, breaks that area, retested, is going to continue back up. And it makes a lot of sense looking at it from the perspective of the daily, where we had this area being a very great area of significance, as you can see, just a little bit above the line. And, you know, sometimes that happens. It's an area, it's not just actual a number. Sometimes it's an actual area and then it does fake outs and then it'll come back. So this area is very significant for US 30. I can see next week, or this week, I'm sorry, this week movement back above and coming back up, or it might, hey, it might break the structure. And when it breaks it, it's gone. It's gonna come down here because we, you know, we hear about people selling their stocks and stuff like that, but we're gonna let price action do all the talking, of course. So I don't really get into what people are, you know, what people are doing. I just want price action to do all the talking, and I'll make the money from there. Now, last week I put out a video of everything that was supposed to happen, and pretty much everything happened the way I thought it would. So I don't think I went over JPY. I said the dollar was going to continue to range, I think. And we got right here, we had this nice drop down here because news pushed it up above here. So it was a fake out breakout, but now it broke out. So I don't know. We're looking at the monthly. Remember where the monthly, we took this off, put the fractal, we still have a fractal off that support. So it's December, things are slow. This is not going to make sudden moves. So we don't quite know what the dollar is going to do next. But we do have a fractal off a retest area. And I spoke about that off this fractal that's close to this retest area. Is really right there. I don't know, when you take it off, it's gone. But there's the fractal because it tipped it. There was a supply because retest areas are where supplies are at. So that's why it has not continued to the upside. It's been ranging on the H4. And I did say that we were going to have some buys off of Euro USD, NU, and we did. We actually did for a moment. Let's review them. And we had this nice buy. I told you it's going to come back to this retest area, and exactly what happened. And it made a double top and it dropped. From this point, just structural wise, I think at this point, this is a good buy-in area, but it's below it. So now what I'm looking for here in my trading is it's going to come back down here and maybe sit right here, because I don't know if it's ready to make a lower low or not. On higher time frames, it do look like it's ready to keep dropping down. But if it sits right here, then it'll come back up here and we'll have a trade to right here. We'll have a nice little setup, EU, to come back and test this area. Now from there, I know maybe come back here and maybe hit these areas again. It's the last 2 days of December. Currency pair wise, I don't even know why I'm looking at them. We might not get that move yet. But if it comes down here and it ranges on this area, then we can get a nice impulsive move back to retest this area. Not saying this is the move that's going to happen, but we might get something like that and we can catch this EU. Same with GU. GU broke back into this structure, but I told you this was going to happen. So we had this impulsive move to retest this. So now the same thing with GU, because we're against the dollar. Possible come back down and wait for this move to happen. And we'll just take that move right there. It's this last 2 weeks. I think the banks made all their money about now, so nothing really we can do. I did personally took this move. I was waiting, and I think it was on the M30. I was waiting for it to break out and retest the sell. I only took it down in this area, but it obviously wanted to go further, but that's okay. If anyone knows anything, this is the last thing I'm talking about, because I don't want to go over everything, because it's the last 2 weeks, so I don't quite want to trade, but if I see some setups that are really nice on lower time frames. So this is the next move for if I can get it right. Gold that I see. Gold just broke out of this consolidation, right? It just broke out the consolidation. So now we came to this retest area and it did not make it. So what I'm looking for gold is to come back down and retest the actual consolidation that it was just in on the resistance. And mutter right here for a minute. And then if it doesn't break down, if it breaks down, we just want to take sales. But if it don't break down, then we have TP1 back at 1809, TP2 back at around 1827. But again, the last 2 weeks of the market, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. Anything can happen with gold. If I were you guys, I would slow down on the trading a little bit for the last 2 weeks. Just get one-to-ones. If you can, scalp. This is great scalping time. And if you're new to trading, it's not going to be this slow forever. I mean, the market is going to get really fast as, you know, after February. Everything will be fine. It'll go back to normal. This stuff going to be screaming 100 pips this way, 100 pips this way, 100 pips this way. And you're going to catch, we're going to catch all of it. We're going to catch the ones that we, you know, that we find for the setup. So with that being said, that's what I see for the week. And just going to tread lightly and get my little 6 to 10% out of the market. I'm going about my business and go from there. So I will see you on the next video. Peace.